Hello, boys and girls. Today we're going to talk about consumers and producers. So, our title of our story is called Who's Buying, Who's Selling? Understanding Consumers and Producers by Jennifer S. Larson. Consumers, producers, buyers, and sellers all provide things other people want and need. How do they work together in the marketplace? So, we're going to find out how they work together. Now, here we have a table of contents. Now, when we see a table of contents, does that mean our story is fictional, which means it's fake, or non-fictional, means it's not fake? Hopefully you said it's non-fiction, it's not fake, because this is a true story about real people in a marketplace. Consumers. The treats at this bakery smell good. This boy buys a cookie. He buys one for his sister too. You can see that he's got money in his hand, and she is a cashier. When you buy something, you are a consumer. A consumer buys goods and uses services. So those cookies are goods. So here we have a caption. It says, "These consumers are enjoying the cookies they bought." So when you consume something, it's like you're taking something, you're eating something. When you're a consumer, you're taking something that you want or that you need and using it. Here we have a good is something we can touch, such as a bike. A service is something someone does for another person. A person who fixes bikes provides a service. So he's kind of like a mechanic. And that person is someone who is providing a service. Producers. Where do goods and services come from? People have jobs making goods and providing services. So here you can kind of see a little farmer with his cow following. Here's a caption that says, "Dairy farmers provide a good. They raise dairy cows. The cow's milk is a good." So just like the milk that you drink at lunch, that is a good. Someone who makes a good or provides a service is called a producer. This man is making a good. He is making cheese. So he is a producer because he is making something. Producers need resources to make goods and provide services. Resources are the things producers use to create goods and services. Here you have wood is one example of a resource. And what do we use wood for? Hopefully you said to build houses or schools. We use wood a lot. Wood and nails are resources a builder uses to make a house. A screwdriver and a wrench are resources used to fix a bike. You can see those are nails and that's a hammer. These blueberries are a resource for a baker. Producers decide what to make with the resources they have. And they're going to make pie. A baker has lots of blueberries. She decides to make blueberry pies. What other kind of fruit can you make into a pie? Maybe peaches or apples. Buyers and sellers. Buyers and sellers depend on each other. People need food and clothes. They need a place to buy them. Sellers provide many things we need and want. This house painter is selling a service people want. So he's painting a house, and people want their houses to look pretty. Sellers depend on buyers too. When you buy a good or a service, the seller earns money. And see, she's a cashier, and they're buying stuff from her, giving her the money. Sellers use the money they earn to buy the things they need and want. So you can see there's shopping bags. Now this woman earned money by selling new homes to families. She can use that money to buy items such as clothing. Just kind of like your mom and dad. When they go to work, they are making money and earning money, so then that way they can buy you food and clothes and water, things that you need, and shelter. The price is the amount of money people pay for a good or service. The seller decides the price. A grocery store worker makes sure the prices on the food are correct. If the price is too high, no one will buy it. If the price is too low, the seller might not earn enough money. This clothing is priced at $10. Do you think it will sell? I don't know, maybe. Anywhere people buy and sell goods and services is called a market. Consumers make choices about what to buy in a market. It's almost kind of like a garage sale. People are selling goods in this outdoor market. Different farmers are all selling apples. How will you decide which ones to buy? You might decide based on the price, or you might buy the apples that taste best to you. It almost looks like when we went to the apple orchard and all the baskets of apples. Cost and benefit. Consumers think about the cost when they buy something. The cost is what we give up. We give up money and the chance to buy something else. This girl is thinking about the cost of buying a bike. Consumers also think about the benefits of spending their money. A benefit is what we gain when we buy something. We get what we want or need. She decided that the benefits of the bike were greater than the cost. You get some good exercise riding a bike. Also, it brings you happiness and joy when you ride your bike and you got the air blowing in your face. We all make choices about what we buy. You might need new pencils for art class, but maybe you also want to buy a toy. What are the costs of buying pencils? What are the benefits? What are the costs and benefits of buying the toy? If you buy the toy, you won't have pencils for art class. So you kind of have to make a smart choice on which one to buy, pencils for art class or a toy. Or maybe you can buy the pencils for art class and buy the toy later. Supply and demand. It is a hot day and you are thirsty. You see just one lemonade stand. The demand for lemonade is high. Lots of people want it. They have only one place to get it. The seller can then set a high price for the lemonade. On another hot day, you see a lot of lemonade stands. The supply is high. That means there is a lot of lemonade. Sellers can't set their prices too high. You can find a good deal on lemonade. Costs and benefits. Help Max decide what to do with his $10. He wants to buy a kite. The kite costs $10, but he also wants to get his brother a birthday present. That should cost $7. What are the benefits of each choice? What are the costs? Max has already started a list of costs and benefits. Can you think of other costs and benefits for Max to add to the list? So here we have the kite. It costs $10. I would spend all my money on one thing. I would not have a present for my brother. The benefit would be I would have the kite I really want. And the birthday present for his brother costs $7. I would not have the kite I want. And the benefit is my brother would be happy and I would have money left over to buy something else. And then here's our glossary with all of our words. Here we have benefit, which is what a person gains from buying something. A consumer is someone who buys goods and uses services. Cost of something is what a person gives up to buy something. Demand is the need or desire for a good or service. If there is a demand for something, many people want or need it. Kind of like our masks right now. They're in high demand because people really want and need them. Earn, when you earn money, is when you get money for the work that you've done. So like when you earn money for doing chores. A good is a thing that you can touch, that you can buy, and it's also sold like in a store. Market, anywhere goods and services are bought and sold. Price is the amount of money people pay for a good or service. A producer is someone who makes a good or provides a service, like a farmer or a cheesemaker who makes cheese. Resources, things used to create goods and services, so like hammers and nails. A service is work done by someone for others, so like a service could be maybe your hairstylist. They do work for someone else. Supply, the amount of a good or service available. So, for example, when we saw they had a whole bunch of lemonade, the supply is the amount of lemonade, okay? And that's what's available. All right, so when you're finished with the story, go ahead and complete your activity and then click the check mark.